Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zeo Yellow Ranger from Hasbro. As I've said before, not the biggest fan of Zeo. In fact, it's probably one of my least favorite seasons. However, I did love O-Ranger, the source material, so I'm definitely happy to have this team completed, and I've been waiting for this figure for a bit, so let's talk about it. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, Hasbro did a great job here. Obviously, we are on the same mold, and pretty much everything is the same as Zeo Pink. Only differences being obviously the color and the helmet. And yeah, just everything looks great. That gold is just, I really like this shade of gold, and they were very consistent with it across both the the softer plastic of the skirt and belt and the harder plastic of the limbs and torso. So really nice. And speaking of which, the torso and the limbs are the same shade of yellow, which is really nice. Not only that, but head sculpt is good. Obviously minimal paint, but very, very cleanly done. And actually all the paint really clean here, and definitely a fan of that. So yeah, just really clean paint all around, and proportions are great and just looks good. So aesthetics are great here. For accessories, we're rather straightforward, but that is definitely not a bad thing. So we're going to start off with hands, and we get our grips right out of the box, as it were. And then from there, we actually have a really cool addition, I think, which is we get a couple of posed hands. And these, I don't think we've seen before yet. Or actually, definitely haven't. Sorry, my lights are kind of blowing this up. But as you can see, kind of the thumbs folded over, or I hope you can see. There we go. And the arms are a little arched, or the fingers are a little arched. So really cool looking hands, really nice addition. So, oh, there we go. Now we focused in a little bit. So those are awesome. Then we move on to the civilian head, and we've got a great likeness of actress Nakia Burris, who played Tiny Sloan. And just really like this head sculpt. Again, there's another great one. They did a great job with it. Paint is very, very well applied. Again, just clean paint all over the place. And yeah, even the hair is done really well. Just great texture there. So yeah, overall, it's great civilian head. Then we get a effects piece. And this is just the blast we've seen many, many times before, certainly with Zeo. And I actually forgot to take that out, so I'm glad that came up, because we get the Zeo blaster, and this piece just plugs in, and there you have that. So you have the Zeo blaster as well. Again, same paint, white plastic with the gold and red and black applied. So that looks really nice. Then we get her nunchucks. Really cool, just a little bit of silver paint on there, but looks really good. And I like that they did this very, very pliable plastic, but it doesn't feel like gummy. So very, very satisfying. You can pose it slightly. Again, if you heat them up, you might be able to get a little bit more out of it, but just really, really cool. And then finally, the Zeo blade extended. I think we've only seen the retracted one about once, but again, same shade of gold, just really well applied, and blue handle. So that's accessories. For articulation, if you have any familiarity with the Lightning Collection, then you know what to expect. But regardless, let's break that down right now from top to bottom as we do. So with the head, we are on that ball hinge, and we're gonna look up about that far, not terrible amount of clearance in the back of the helmet here, and look down about that much, which is much better. Not too much tilt, not a lot of space under that helmet, but of course we can go all the way around. This is one of the tighter head sculpts, so we'll be definitely careful of that. Might need to apply some shock oil or something like that to it. Coming to the shoulders, we have our butterfly joint, which is giving us pretty generous range here, honestly. Then we come to our shoulders, and we're on the hinge. We're coming just past the T mark, which is kind of nice. And then no bicep swivel, because we are on a single jointed elbow, and that is where we're going to get our swivel. And then we come to the hands, and we're going to get hinge and swivel there, all horizontal on both sets of hands. Then we come to the diaphragm. We're on our ball joint, coming all the way around, and we have a actually very well hidden, thanks to the skirt, cut here for the ab crunch at the waist, and that's going to bring us about that far forward, about that far back. So definitely decent. Coming into our splits, we are doing pretty well, actually. That's definitely respectable. And then we have thigh swivel, double jointed knees, coming about that far. We have boot swivel. We have excellent point, some decent forward, and then of course rocker. So that's Articulation. Getting in size comparisons, here is Tanya with the rest of the Zeo team, with some other Lightning Collection figures, with some other Hasbro, with some imports, with some monsters, finally with an Articulated Icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as an Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zeo Yellow Ranger from Hasbro is that it's another solid entry into the series, and I know I say that a lot with Power Rangers Lightning Collection, but honestly, that's how a lot of the actual teams go. Like if you're into the series or into the collection rather, and just collecting this line, like you're gonna get more. Aside from the inconsistencies between teams with some of the paint, Zeo has definitely been one of the better, minus Pink's shoes actually having the black soles, but everything else is pretty on point with them, and yeah, this definitely adds to that. So definitely, if you're a fan of Zeo, if you're a fan of the Lightning Collection, pick this one up, and I will include links in the description below to where you can get yours. And beyond that, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining, and if you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. And beyond that, I will have other ways to support the channel in the description as well, so please check those out. And yeah, I hope you like this review. So ultra thanks to you one last time for watching, and I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.